And just take a moment, if you would, just soften your breath and come into a state of inner awareness. Here we are in this Zoom platform connecting with so many others, but just let's take time, a moment, just to come inside and rest comfortably inside. Find a place of rest and nourishment, that place of being present. I like to work in the heart center, but you may find another aspect of consciousness or sacred center, chakra, or other level of body awareness that you want to rest in. But just coming into that, to find a restful place and hopefully a receptive place, a place of openness, or what we like to call open awareness, that helps us to discover that clear view, that place where we can see clearly without preconceived ideas, that helps us to be very mindful in what we perceive. And it allows us to trust more deeply in those perceptions also when we can establish that place of presence or clear view. So I invite you into that place. Every moment that you might recall that opportunity, just breathe back into that space. It should become such a thing that it can be found that quickly. I know when I first began my practice that I took quite some time every day before I began a practice with others. I had my own practice that I would spend at least 40 minutes with every morning. But then when I was hosting a client or a group, I would take additional time in preparation and alignment and reviewing my intentions and the quality of awareness that I was sitting in and so forth. And I think that's very, very beneficial. But I've also discovered over time that you can come very, very quickly and distinctly into that state. Recently, I'm calling it learning to ride the bicycle. It's like, when you first got on a bicycle when you're 2 or 4 years old and you had a lot of trouble, you maybe needed training wheels, maybe somebody had to help prop you up and hold you for a while, but eventually you got to the point where they could let go or you could take the training wheels off, and there you were, cruising on your own, no problem. You might have had a few spills here and there and a few pains and suffering from that, but at some point it came to the point where you had or have no problem jumping on that bicycle and just taking off. You don't even thinking about it, it's second nature. And having a mindful practice is like that. And it establishes this quality of presence or open awareness or clear view that allows us to be very present and available for the best need in this moment. In this state of consciousness, it's very clearly identified by the teachers that we see distinctly the right action at any given time or place. We don't have to pre-think it. We don't have to think about what we're going to do or what's the right thing to do, because when we're in that state of clarity, we know it. And indeed, it activates that aspect of consciousness that knows the right action at any given time or place. By entering into that state of clarity, we activate an aspect of consciousness that knows the right action at any given time or place. We don't need to debate it. We aren't clouded in our view, where our view is distorted or we're entangled in different possibilities. In clear space, in clear view, we see distinctly and we understand and know distinctly and viscerally, this is the right action. This is the right thing to do. And this is the course of my own practice when working with others, because I carefully enter clear state. I can receive all impressions of data from all fields of existence when I'm working with someone or with a group. And it makes it very simple for me to go here and go there and understand what the practice should be based on, or which sound to use, which bowl to use. All of those things come directly from being present and available. I wish to be in service to the greater good. I wish to connect to the greater wholeness of creation and be in service to that for the benefit of others. When I'm clarifying this within myself, it makes it such a rich platform to be able to enter into practice with others and have clear understanding of how to conduct that practice. And I hope that this, I'm stating this in a way that's beneficial for you, and that it might help inspire you, if you haven't already developed such a practice, to develop a practice that increases mindful and open awareness, that you can really be present and perceive. It's like all of the information coming in. One of the questions overnight was, how do you perceive